Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. My name is NURQISTINA FARAHIN. Today I will be reviewing an article titled Resolving Conflict in the Workplace and Why Common Sense Isn't Enough, written by Riva Lesinski and published in Forbes in 2023. This article really caught my attention because it talks about something we all face in organization conflict, and the author explains why simply using common sense isn't enough to solve workplace disagreement. Next, we will move to summary of article. So the article Resolving Conflict in the Workplace and Why Common Sense is Enough by Riva Lesinski 2023 explained that workplace conflict often happen due to poor communication, unfair treatment, and a lack of management training. Lesinski highlight that common sense alone cannot solve conflicts because managers need proper skill like active listening, empathy, and understanding of workplace laws. Richard Brick from James Institute adds that most conflicts start from misunderstanding or unequal treatment. Therefore, managers should be trained in conflict resolution technique to create psychological safety, improve employee management, and increase productivity and teamwork. There are several reasons to support my justification. Point one is managerial training is essential for conflict. Many managers are promoted based on seniority of technical ability, not because they have strong people management skills. As Rivalisinski 2023 explained, relying on the common sense can make conflicts worse because managers may react emotionally or unfairly. Therefore, formal conflict management training is essential to prevent problems before they grow. In Malaysia, Kaur and Rahman 2023 found that trained managers often use integrating and compromising style which build fairness and harmony. Untrained managers, however, tend to use avoiding and dominating approach that increase stress and dissatisfaction. Next point is conflict affects engagement and productivity. The second key point is that conflict directly affects engagement and productivity. When employees face tension or feel that conflict are ignored, their motivation drops. The Sky article clearly explains that poor conflict management damages trust and teamwork. In Malaysia, a 2020 study by Rahmat showed that unsolved work-family conflict reduced engagement among service workers. But when managers listen and support them, engagement level increase. This shows that managing conflict effectively is not just about a peace, it's about keeping employees engaged and productive. The third is that cultural sensitivity requires more than instinct. Malaysia has a rich mix of culture and communication style. If a manager only relies on instinct, they may misinterpret an employee tone or silence as a disrespect when it may just be cultural politeness. Riva Lesinski article highlights that understanding people's perspective and communication style is key to solving conflict. In Malaysia, Saleh and Abdul Padi in 2012 found that employees prefer indirect communication and expect their leader to handle issues respectfully. This means managers must be trained in cultural awareness, not just rely what they think is common sense. By learning about cultural differences, leaders can prevent misunderstandings and create a more inclusive and harmonious workplace. For example, that we can take is Petronas. As a multicultural and high-pressure organization, Petronas often faces workplace conflicts. Instead of depending on common sense, the company applies a structured conflict management approach through its leadership and capability development framework. Managers are trained in emotional intelligence, mediation, and communication skill at the Petronas Leadership Center. This helps ensure fairness, reduce misunderstanding, and build a stronger teamwork. Petronas proved that conflict resolution needs proper training and HR strategy, not just instinct. I completely agree with Riva Lesinski 2023 argument that common sense alone is not enough to handle workplace conflict. In Malaysia's multicultural and fast-changing work environment, managing conflict requires structured training, empathy, and strong communication skill. Research by Kaur and Rahman 2023 found that trained managers use integrating and compromising style that improve teamwork. while untrained managers relied on avoiding or dominating style that created tension. Similarly, Saleh and Adil Patti 2012 showed that Malaysian employees expect leaders to handle conflict with cultural awareness and fairness. Real organizations like Petronas also prove that leadership, training, and emotional intelligence help prevent conflict. Therefore, conflict resolution requires skill and professionalism, not instinct alone. And then lastly, recommendation as suggested. One is strengthen managerial training for conflict prevention. All managers and supervisors should receive formal conflict management training. They also can incorporate courses on negotiation, mediation, and communication, and also emotional intelligence (EI) to practice actual conflict situation, case-based learning session, and simulation workshop also can do for prevent the conflict. Second recommendation is manage conflict to improve engagement and productivity. They can teach managers to spot stress, absenteeism, and misunderstanding as early indicator of conflict in the workplace, and also can do regularly check in with each employee one-on-one to learn about their concern, and also provide work-life balance initiative like counseling service or flexible schedule. Lastly, for recommendation is develop cultural sensitivity beyond instinct. All managers and staff should receive cross-cultural awareness training. They also can provide courses on intercultural workplace etiquette, religious belief, and various communication styles. They also promote team building exercises that bring together workers from various linguistic and ethnic backgrounds. That's all from me. Thank you.